Progressive Rail carries 15 to 20 loads of freight across Bloomington every day. The company's engineers work hard to ensure the safety of the goods they're transporting, the massive machines they are operating, and the well-being of the people who cross their tracks. But unfortunately, a dangerous trend in disobeying railroad crossings is catching the attention of both rail employees and police.
Well, the majority of the people, as they go through the crossing, they're looking at the train. Its size is very deceiving. So even though it's going 10 miles an hour, it appears as if it's only going 2 or 3 miles an hour, and they think they can beat it.
In Bloomington, there are 35 to 40 railroad crossings, some with stop arms, others without. But all have either lights or clear signage to get the attention of motorists, and the law is the same at each crossing you encounter.
State statute indicates that if you hear a train approaching, if you can see a train approaching, you must stop your car prior to the tracks. Once the train has gone by and it's safe to do so, then you can continue.
Blaring whistles, flashing lights, it's not always enough to get people to stop, as was made clear when Bloomington police officers and Progressive Rail teamed up to catch violators.
We've got to have some kind of cooperation between us to get the message across to people, because once the incident happens, it's too late. There's nothing you can do about it. So the better cooperation we have between the police and the railroad, the better off we're going to be as a community.
Well, the train is 140 tons. They're on steel rails with steel wheels. It's not like rubber on asphalt. To judge the size, the momentum is almost impossible. As we saw today, we were traveling from 7 to 10 miles an hour. And when we hit the brakes on the train, it took about 50 yards to stop at that speed with empty cars. Now that increases with the weight and the speed. So stop times are relatively insane, up to 2 miles on a normally driven 40 to 50 mile an hour train.
A citation for violating a railroad crossing is a misdemeanor and can cost up to $300. And many would agree a ticket is a far easier way to learn a lesson about obeying railroad crossings than learning the hard way, which is something Hubschman has seen too many times.
You're kind of wishing there's something else you can do, but there really is nothing. You put the train into emergency, and you feel the impact, and the impact you feel on a locomotive against a car is about what your car feels when you run over an empty pop can.
Respect the rails and always expect a train. Look, listen, and live.